Well, hello there, good people. It's your boy Johny-J, and welcome to another video. As always, I am super pumped to be here, and today we're doing something a little different. Unfortunately, there's no clouds. Not a cloud in the sky. Look at this. I'll show you something. Not a cloud in the sky. She is a blue sky. Nothing around at all. But that's okay, because I've got a plan. I've got a plan to do something a little different. Look, I've never done this before. I happened to bump into a photography friend of mine, Shano, just this morning, and he's like, oh, it would have been awesome. The sky was clear, there was nothing. And I'm like, clear? And he goes, yeah, you do like an afternoon, evening blend between the stars and the the setting sun or whatever, or the rising sun. And I'm like, oh, that's a cool idea. I can do that today. So that's what we're here doing. We're going to sit here. It's going to take a while, actually. So I reckon I'll probably get my more afternoon shots. I reckon in another hour's time. I reckon there's still about an hour to go. And then I've probably got about another 2 hours to wait until the Milky Way comes up, 2 to 3 hours. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't bring any coffee, which is a bummer, but look, I've got a few snacks and we've got an awesome view. So yeah, it should be fun. Let's get it. So that's where we just came from, up there. But I actually don't mind that spot. It's got good leading lines to the island. I'm going to have a checker spot that's over this way, a bit closer to the spit. What's cool is you've got the islands here as well. So you've got Tomaree, Yakabar, Cabbage Tree, Boondabar, and the little island way at the back, Broughton. Oh, certainly is a magical view from here. There's no doubt about it. All right, let's head over to here. There's another little high point on the edge of the dune. Sorry about the wind too, it's blowing a gale. And I'm just going to check the composition from there as well. Honestly, this doesn't really do it for me. While it's super cool, yeah, I think it's back to our spot. Plan A. Plan B is not really working. But what is really cool is there's sand all the way across the spit and it's low tide. So I've got time. If you have a look at the sun, for the sun you can see we've still got about an hour and 15 minutes until sunset, or until it's low enough and we can get that nice side light that I'm looking for my first shot for this time blend. So I reckon what we'll do is we'll go and check out the spit, might put the drone up, have a little look around, and it's super cool when it's like this, when the sands build up and you can walk across. But disclaimer, it does get dangerous, okay? So if you're coming here and you're gonna come and check out this location, yeah, just be really careful. There's warning signs everywhere, and you can get caught out. If you're going all the way to the lighthouse and you're not watching those tides, you can get stuck. So just a bit of a disclaimer, bit of housekeeping, I suppose. All right, let's go check it out. You'll see normally there's no sand like you can see at the moment. It's normally water right across, even at low tide. So it's only rare, few occasions every year when you get a low tide and a big build up of sand that you can actually get across. And this is epic at the moment. It's not normally like this, so I'm super excited that's why I walked all the way across. Even though my shot's not across here, I just had to come across and check it out and show you guys from the drone. It was just epic. But it only takes one big storm and it'll wash away, and there'll be a big gutter there and it'll be unsafe to cross even at low tide. Time check. It's 6:40, so I've still got about 45 minutes until sunset. So I reckon I've got about half an hour or so until I want to get my shot before the sun drops down over the horizon over there. And we're going to walk all the way back up to the top of that hill over there. So we're made it back up to the top, and the setting sun is just coming down now. It's starting to look amazing out there. There's some beautiful highlights around the foreground sand dunes here, and you can see by my composition that I'll show you there now that it's going to be quite a long panel. I'm going to crop all that bottom area off, and we're just going to be left with that transition of that sky to the stars up above. So we'll have the two leading lines of coming down either side, and then we will have, you know, the ocean. There's a little bit of a gap with where the ocean and the spit goes out to the middle of Fingal Island there, and then spreads out to the whole island. So I think it's going to be quite a nice panorama when it's finished. But we've got a few hours to wait. You know, we get that nice warm light now, and then we might get, what is it called? Venus's belt or whatever it's called. And that's starting to happen now. Actually, we're starting to get a little bit of that purpley glow behind that I'll blend in for that next layer. And then the top layer will have stars up the top. So it'll be a bit of a, what I call a time blend. It's like you're blending through different parts of, you know, from sunset to all the way to the stars comes up. So at this point in time, it's just a matter of hanging out. We've got a couple of hours to take these different shots. We'll see if this one works out. If it does, it might be something I can implement more in the future when there's no clouds around, like today. No clouds, no worries. So settings wise, I'm at about 1/50th f8 ISO 100, and focus is really easy with this one. I'm just focusing all the way out. Everything's at infinity. There's nothing close to the lens, so it's going to be a really easy one. Got my 70 to 200 on, so I can zoom in a little bit. I think I'm around 50 mil at the moment. We hopefully should get a bit more of those peak hues in the background, which will be really, really lovely to add to that transition from, you know, our warm foreground and island with the side lit sun to our purpley hues, blue purple hues after sunset, all the way up to our stars at the top, which will be a bit later on. I'm just going to hang out here and shoot like crazy. Actually, I might have something to eat. I think I've got an orange here somewhere. I'm starving, and it is dinner time, and I've still got 2 hours to go. So I feel like that orange is going to get smashed. All right, I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. Dinner time. So check this out. This is the Photo Pills app. It's really, really cool. I can visualize what time the Milky Way is going to come up. They've got this AR feature, augmented reality, and you just move it around there and you can see what time the Milky Way is going to come up. And it's saying roughly, you know, 9, 10 o'clock sort of thing. We'll start to see it up there above the horizon. It's a really cool app. You can just move it around and check out where everything is. I really like Photo Pills. It's such an essential app to have in your toolkit as a photographer. 35 minutes after sunset, and you can see we've got a nice afterglow happening now. I've just been shooting some frames, just adjusting my shutter speed so that I'm exposed to the light all the time. And it's just a matter of now sitting and waiting. We've actually got our first star that came out, which is super cool. So first star, the Northern Star, it's out now. It's just a matter of waiting now, probably about another hour to an hour and a half till we can start to see the Milky Way maybe up over top of the island there. Seconds. Let's go down to 10 seconds. ISO 2000. I've manually focused on the big bright star out there. All right, that's looking pretty good there. Starting to see a few stars out there, and our island is still nice and sharp, looking good. So at 10 seconds, there's no movement in the stars. It looks perfect. I'm at 2.8. I'm at ISO 2000, and that's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy where that's at now. So my final shot, I ended up not waiting for the Milky Way to come up. I do like the amount of stars I've got there now, and I think it makes for it's going to make for a nice composition. Time check, it's 9:15 now, so yeah, we're still waiting another 45 minutes or so, but I'm really happy with what I got. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. The galactic core is going to be out of the frame to the right a little bit anyway, so I'm really happy with the amount of stars that are in this final photograph. All right, I'll see you back on the computer, and I'll show you how I blended it together. All right, here we go. Here's our final photograph there. Got a few tweaks left, but this is all the layers blended together. So I'll just turn off the first layer, it's just a clean up layer there. And then we have our star layer. I'll turn that one off. Then our Venus belt layer. You can see those purple hues coming through there. And then our sunset side lit layer where we can see a few colors there in the foreground. So
The first two were just blended together with luminosity mask, just bringing in a little bit of that purple hue that I wanted to get in the frame, just to add that little bit of extra transition between the tones of the different times there. And you can see the last one is just another filter with a gradient on top, just blending in a few of those stars. And then the top filter is just a bit of a cleanup, couple of dust spots there. So if you can zoom in, you can see there's a nice transition. It's super clean between our foreground all the way up to our star layer, and I think that's a nice transition. I've got a little bit of tweaking to do now, but other than that, that's our blending done. Alright guys, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been another fun photo adventure. Hey, and if you're enjoying these videos, please like, subscribe, drop a comment below, show me some love, that'd be awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!